Why do I do this to myself? I just keep falling for the trap of buying stuff on Facebook Marketplace every time it comes up. So, we're back with another video. And I don't know what I've got myself into with this one. This is a Sharp RP-207 turntable. Now, this isn't just any turntable. This thing is a little weird and it's a pretty cool piece of history. It's actually a two-sided record player. And that's just a crazy prospect. Like, everyone knows what a record player is supposed to look like with your stylus and your moving arm and everything. And the prospect of a two-sided one with this slide-out drawer like a CD player is so cool and so quirky that I'm a sucker for punishment, and I had to get this thing and find out what it's all about and what the hell have I gotten myself into to get this thing to actually work, which may or may not be possible. We will find out. So we're going to take it apart. We're going to see what it needs. I have a suspicion on what it needs already, just based on some quick Googling. There's already some red flags of things that we need to look at. For example, this drawer just slides out, and I have a feeling that is not supposed to do that. Pretty sure this is motorized because it has a button here, and there was mention on a few forums of a drive gear that shears in half, and that might be what we're looking at here. So we're going to have a look at that. This is the only connector this thing has. It has no power. It has no RCA connections for audio. This is all you get. So that's another thing that may screw us, but we will find out. So I'm just going to take you off the mount, and we're going to have a look at this thing. Have a look at the buttons. So it's almost like a CD player. You know, you got the start, stop, fast forward, reverse, cue, repeat, play both sides, intro scanning, you know, swapping from the front or back of the vinyl you're trying to play. So we've got speed. Synchro, I'm assuming, is to do with the RPM, like maintaining that. And you can actually select what tracks you want to play on a record. What the hell? That's nuts. And it has a sensor here, which I'm assuming is to do with some sort of auto detection system. It should be interesting. Interesting. Yeah, and we've got this crazy ass 8-pin DIN plug, which is an interesting prospect. We have side hatches on both sides to access the stylus. Now, hand in the way. And there's one on the top, there's one on the bottom. And there's an LED there as well, which could be interesting. So let's take the lid off this thing and see what the hell we are dealing with. I have a feeling it's going to need new belts at the very least, which is okay because I ordered new belts based on what the internet has told me, because as we all know, the internet never lies. But yeah, I've restored a few turntables in the past, and they've always, grab a little tray here, always needed belts because they're usually a puddle of black goo when you open them up. So yeah, I just planned ahead for that immediately and ordered those. This thing has quite a few screws by the looks of it. Now this is an 80s era. I can't remember what year specifically, but anyone who's aware of hi-fi gear in general, the 80s were not necessarily the high point. The 70s were the peak of sort of audio engineering. You know, in the early 80s, there was still some good stuff, but this is sort of when the cost cutting started to creep in and the bean counters were running the show. And that shows in the build quality and the weight reductions and various things. How many? That's a lot of screws. But they certainly didn't skimp on the screws, so that's interesting. So looking at the back of this thing, there's actually some extra holes that may be useful in the future, because I've already sort of gone through this in my head on how we're going to fix this cable. And assuming it's not some proprietary thing that we can't work around and we can get this working, I'm probably going to add some RCA connectors and a new power cord and get rid of this, because obviously we can't use this without the original component system, which we don't have, and I very much doubt we would ever find, because I've never seen one of these before. So what's the odds of finding the rest of the system to go with it? All right. So, sort of like that. Ooh. Not much going on there. So I'm going to start a pile of parts on the other bench, and we're going to work our way through this thing and see if we can understand what the hell is going on inside this unit. I'm going to take it off the stand and we're going to have a peek together. Wow, okay, I've never seen this sort of design before, so this is interesting. I can tell that it is a linear tracking turntable just based on the linear movement, and it has a cable belt here which does feel a little slack. That may be normal. I very much doubt that would have stretched. There is a belt here which definitely feels quite loose. Yeah, so I very much doubt that's gonna cut the mustard. So, oh, this is going to be a quirky thing to play with. The grease is tacky as hell, so that's definitely going to have to go. The cabling is definitely degrading. It's weeping oils. Maybe I ought to just clean that up with some cleaner, hopefully. Yeah, the styluses are there, which is promising, so we should be able to at least test this thing. I don't really want to go and buy styluses if we can't get this thing working. I have a feeling we might be able to get it working though. So yeah, I ordered this, well, I believe it's this belt. I don't think there's many other belts in the thing. Focus. Here, I recognize this. This is an encoder wheel. So this is has little perforations that count through a photo sensor that shoots a light beam through it. So it keeps track of where it is on the wheel. And we've got some timing marks and then a full rotation to count the steps. That's pretty cool. This arm has some left to right movement, and I'm assuming it probably triggers some sort of movement system depending on when this triggers. But we will investigate that when we take everything apart, because I'm assuming all the lubricant is seized. Yeah, that doesn't look right. It's quite slow to return, so I have a feeling that's no bueno. Looks like there's a solenoid in there that moves the arm. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. We've got adjustment trim pots everywhere. Oh, yeah, that'll be fun. So we can take this drawer out. And God, focus. What are you doing? Now, I'm not sure what the hell is wrong in here, but that looks like the drive motor for the tray. And I have a feeling the gear, yeah, because it's got a track here, so this definitely, and I can see a worm drive in there, so I can pretty much guarantee this is not supposed to move like that, because usually the worm drives lock the trays in place and they won't move unless they're engaged with power. So yeah, that's a thing for sure. This is the spindle, and I have a feeling there's a belt under here, because there was a large belt that I ordered in the kit. And oh yeah, here we go. And I haven't seen it yet. Let me grab a torch, my big ass O-light torch, and I think I see something. So let me turn this. What is that? It's a bit hard to see on camera, but I'm pretty sure that's black rubber, which would be the the remnants of the drive belt, what's left of it. Cool. So, I don't even know where to begin with this basket case. I think we're going to take this unit out. First, I can see some access holes through the top here, and disconnect all the wiring, get some photos of everything. Yeah, we're going to start pulling this out and dismantling it, because I have a feeling this tray is going to be a problem to get into. Wow, there's a handprint here. What? Oh, has rubber dampeners here. Why are you not focusing today, iPhone? That's pretty cool. The rubber dampers are intact. That is excellent. There appears to be some sort of an access hatch here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wing this, and we're gonna have to see what the hell happens, unfortunately. All right, let's get started. I've scooted the tone arm across a little bit because I can see there's an access hole on the side here to get to the screw. So we're going to just start snipping all the cable ties to begin with, and freeing up this this mess. I'm going to try a bit of a different format with this video. Let me know what you guys think. I'm trying to share this stuff with you, but it's really hard to also document this stuff, because it gets pretty boring. You know, long periods of taking stuff apart. Now, there is one thing I'll say about the 80s that I'm really big fan of. Connectors. You don't see this stuff on 70s amps very often. So, yes, greatly appreciated. And we have a tone arm connector here. I'm going to be careful with these because sometimes these can break. Oh. So we've got one here, and I'm assuming they both are matched. I don't know where the other one's going to. Underneath, yes. So we're going to cut all these cable ties here, and we're going to gently careful not to, these are really tight cable ties, so be careful not to cut the wires. Ooh. Sharp side cutters are always handy. You can cut it at the top as well, but I try not to if I can. Ah, gotcha. So I believe that this one is the other tone arm, just based on the look of the cable. So one would assume that belongs to that. Wow, okay, that's not too bad. So let's take these screws out and see what the hell happens. I'm hoping there's no sort of calibration to this. I very much doubt it. It looks just like stamped steel with no locating pins, really. Oh, maybe there is a locating pin in the middle. Interesting. Pretty cool. I like vintage gear because it's just fun to see how stuff used to be designed compared to how it is now. This is obviously going to be a long video, so just keep that in mind. And I don't know if I'm going to split this into multiple parts. We may just go for the whole shot and just do it in one video, if that's even possible. Or I may just fast forward all this stuff. Who the hell knows? I think there's only 4 screws holding this in. Oh wow, that's cool. All right. Ooh, tone arm, be careful. What is going on here? Oh, gentle. I probably should remove the stylus. Oh crap, there's something left. What'd I leave? What'd I leave? Nope. Get rid of that. Ooh, all right. Huh. All right, let's have a bit of a look at this before we continue on. I'm going to move this out of the wall. Is that a piece of plastic? That's a piece of belt from the drive belt, I'm assuming, and this crap, just an FYI, this gets everywhere, like on your fingers, and once it's on your fingers, it's hard to get off, so try not to touch these drive belts. I can't remember what they are, like some sort of butylene rubber. They just melt into like a black goo, and it doesn't come off anything. So we'll come back to this. Let's put this aside. Yeah. And we'll have a quick look at the tone assembly. So, what do we got? There's not much to it, to be honest. So we've got your top tone arm, and it looks like it's pretty much just mirrored on the bottom. So this is, yeah, holy crap. It looks like there's a spring tension here for the belts, for the cable, should I say. And I have a feeling this is going to be a little, maybe not tricky to take apart, but time consuming, possibly. It's just basically a mirrored sandwich of tone arms. It's pretty cool. We shall put, oh god, these, I'm going to have to take these styluses off, I think, because I don't want this getting damaged. I really don't want to buy new styluses for this. Not unless we get this thing really working. So I've got to buy 2 of them, and God knows how much they're going to cost. I'm going to grab some more trays. Lots of trays. All right. I'm thinking. I think we're going to take the front cover off. I don't know how much of this we actually have to do, but I have no idea. There's nothing, I already have the service manual for this unit, and there's nothing really about disassembly. So we're going to be just taking shit apart until there's nothing left, I think. Which is always a fun prospect. Oh. See, if I was smart, I would just turn this around, but no, I have to do it the hard way. I'm hoping all these buttons don't fall out as soon as I take this off. Okay, is that it? Ooh. Okay. Oh, nice. That's cool. It's a cool design. Yeah, so they're all stuck in. They're all plastic welded by the looks of it. Yep. So we'll be careful with that. We'll put that somewhere safe with everything else. Now, I really want to take this board off, I think, to get under. Do I know? Do I don't? I want to take this apart. I don't know. I think I do, because I can have a better look underneath, and it's taking up quite a bit of viewing area. We'll put it aside somewhere safe, and hopefully nothing happens to it. Honestly, so far though, I'm not, oh, okay, I've got a voltage regulator or a diode. No, it's a voltage regulator. Emitter bait, yeah, something. Ugh. Break that loose. Oof. Get that off. Ah, screws in the middle. Duh. Oh, alright. Hopefully all these screws are the same, because I'm going to run out of containers if I have to keep doing this. And this bracket faces forwards. So I'm already forgetting where everything goes. This is going to be friggin' fun. I think these are the same. If they are, they're going in the same bucket. Yep, they are. Alright, they can all go together. Now. Ooh, yeah, alright. We're free. And I'll probably disconnect this, I think. View. Now, so one thing I should probably mention with these connectors is to make sure they are different. Otherwise you need to mark them so you can't put them in the wrong positions. And it looks like Sharp have really thought about this, because it looks like all the connectors are unique, which is good. It's very good. That. There's one over here. A lot of caps in here as well. We could recap this thing. It's probably not a need to do it, but we will. We will take this one step at a time. Wow. Old school circuit design. That's cool. Looks unmolested. Doesn't look like anyone's ever been in here, which is a great sign. Something here. Huh. Pretty cool. I like it. Alright, put this one aside. I'm going to flip it just so nothing's touching. Now, this drawer is what I really want to get into. And my biggest concern from a servicing point of view. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark this cable where. Why am I doing this? Because I know where the cable ties go. So I can try and loop the slack back the way it was again. Because this could get a little tricky. So hopefully what happens when I cut this cable tie is there's some remnants of a mark of how to put this back. Cool. All right. More cable ties. That's a lot of cable ties. All that. Is there anything holding this in? I don't know. I have a feeling that if we take this rail off, so there's a black rail on this side with 3 screws, which are different. Of course they are. So we won't mess that up. There's one at the front. I think if we get rid of this rail that's sort of capturing the tray, we should be able to just lift it out of the chassis and give this chassis a good clean as well while we've got it all apart. Oh, tell me there's no more. No? Yes? No? Yeah? Whoa, there you go. Okay. Oh yeah, this grease is... This grease is glue. It's basically glue. Barely anything's coming off. All right. Ta-da. I have a feeling, maybe. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Give it to me. Give it to me, give it to me. Oh. Well, that other one needed to come out anyway, so that's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. How the hell is this thing going? Oh, this is a weird design. I very much doubt that there's got to be another screw for that rail. Yeah, there is. Shit. Yes, this could be a little problematic to remove. Oh, oop, maybe. Maybe not. Something's happening. What the hell? Oh, I really don't want to do that. What have I done? What have I done? Bad. I did something bad. What'd I do? Stuck. Oh, actually, maybe. There are 2 screws here. And I'm wondering, I can't see a third buried further down. Maybe this will let go of the rail. Oh, yes. Yes. Gentle. Oh, what'd I do? Oh, there's a motor here as well. Freaking hell. Ah, yes. Sorry, I can't get this on video. This is fucking crazy. This is a little crazy. Putting this back together is going to be interesting. And I don't know what I did to that. I've got to put that back in. I really need to take this motor off, I think. Actually, yes, I can take that motor off because it wants to come with the tray. All right. This is fun. It's like a treasure hunt. Ugh. All right. Where's that gear? Oh, there's the gear. Huh. What the hell did I do to this thing? I found some more belt. Oh, get off me. I think I'm going to loosen this roller because I think I screwed it. And reseat it properly. Because I did something bad to it. Oh, there we go. Holy shit. Oh, okay. This is not good. Ooh. Alright. Found the gear. Yeah, so that's screwed. Like royally screwed. I don't know what to do about that. We may be able to 3D print one. I have the technology. Oh no, this is what happens. This freaking belt. Alright. What am I doing? I'm going to... Why do I have a spare screw here? Where the hell did that come from? Ah, that was for the motor. So I'm going to put this aside. Okay. And there's not much left in here other than a really good cleaning job, I think. So there is a limit switch down in here that detects when the drawer's closed by the looks of it. We're going to strip this and clean it properly. We'll do this in sections, I think, assuming we can replace that gear, because that gear is probably going to make or break this operation if I can find one. I know, well, I've seen them online, but getting one to Australia could be difficult. Now, this far out. Yeah, leave that there. How do we get into here? Let's have a look at this belt. I'm assuming it's well and truly vanished and probably made a royal mess of this freaking thing. So I think on reflection, we shall call this the inspection video, and then we'll do another video actually repairing this thing, because this is going to pour. What the hell? Oh no. Alright. There's some belt. You like belts. And we have a clump of belt just here. Oh, this is not good. I don't like cleaning this up. And that sort of sits. Yeah, that needs repacking as well. That's stiff as anything. It's got a really bad tight spot. All right. I think we will leave this video here. I think we're pushing like 20, 30 minutes already. All right. So let's before we finish this video, let's get this out of the way. We'll come back to this because that's just cleaning and a new belt. We can deal with that. This gear is problematic. I don't even know how the hell is that even put on there? Wow. It's like it's pressed into place. It's knurled. Wow. All right. Okay, so it just comes off. Interesting. So, does this unscrew? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have a look at that later. Let's spray that with some isopropyl. Let's see if there's anything left of this gear that we can work with. Whoa. I may be able to 3D print this gear until I can get a new one. Because it could take a month to get a gear in the current climate. Wowzers, that's a bad gear. I think I can 3D print this gear. Is it ideal? No. But I don't want to wait a month to put this back together. So I think we're going to try it. And if it fails, we'll get the real thing. All right. Hope you enjoyed this tear down exploration. We will return with a full rebuild of everything, cleaning the chassis, putting all this back together, and trying to design a new replacement gear. Until then, see you in the next video.